Hello, guys, and welcome to another episode of Higurashi. Final for Mayatashi. I do know this as a fact because I forgot what episode we're on, so I clicked do buttons now that I know the title. Pop video player. Yeah. so we uh so this is the finale. We're gonna get the Satoko stuff. Probably wait, maybe not even full first half, but like probably like the first 5 minutes, maybe. Try to fit everything in through there. Should be good. But yeah, I mean, I'm ready, dude. My Tashi's been a pretty fun anime adaptation. I do say so much. So this should be good stuff. But yeah, let's let's just set this up. Um 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 have your own copy of the episode. You should know the drill, you know. I'll count down from three, and on go, you will start your episode. There's also a timer on the right, which will help you soon further, or if you want to skip ahead or whatever you want with it. Okay, okay. Now let's start. Three, two, one, go. Probably done. I was gonna say they're probably gonna show Kimiyoshi being dead before Satoko. Actually, no, it happened at the same time, right? That's kind of cool. Cleaning the blood while talking with Keiichi on the phone. Fun detail. Alright, okay, they go searching. Then she finds Kimiyoshi dead, and then Satoko's like, "You murder." I think. It's from my memory. Of course, Yon's face. Great stuff. Condemnation. Deserved. Banter? Do I have any banter? Not really. Ooh, dude, dad. We talked about like football, I think. I think it was Higurashi. Canada beat Haiti, so we're going on to the Octagon final stage for the World Qualifiers. First time in 25 years, you know? I guess again, I ask if you don't care about any of the other teams, then give Canada your energy. You probably will need it. But yeah, it's cool. It's making me get into soccer. This is kind of bad, but I honestly didn't know Canada had its own soccer league. Like I literally just found out from like the mid show for the second Haiti game that there's a CPL. To be fair, it only had like 2 seasons. Like this is its third year, but still, I had no idea. Maybe I'll check out those games too, since the Octagon games last for like freaking. They go on for a while, but it's kind of dead until September, right? Fill in the void. But anyways, let's get some Higurashi in. It's been a little bit. Almost been a week, if not a little more than that. Actually, since we're on vacation, it's probably been a week. Yeah, my prediction of Satoko first 5 minutes was obviously wrong. It's gonna be first half for sure. And they're gonna zoom through the Keiichi stuff, the confrontation stuff, and had to guess. in the Sudan. A good scene. I'm not complaining. Mm. I'm just drinking water, by the way. I did just open a water. Alien-eyed Shion. I love showing the cursed Mion, huh? It's just so ugly. Kind of give Mion a bad rep. I mean, yes, it's Shion, but you know, it looks exactly like Mion. And I guess they didn't reveal the whole switcher thing in the anime, huh? Jeez. Always funny. And this, and they switched from a normal smile to a cursed one. They did that in like a couple episodes too. It's just funny to imagine. Oh, look at that. That was a cool Mion face. Make a list of all the different expressions. Can probably come out with like 30 different expressions. uh, uh, Wishy. Hey. Look at that face, man. Also, fun fact, it was miso soup in the visual novel. They changed it to port stew for whatever reason. Not that it matters too much. Oh no, it's time. Uh, that's so cursed. Uh, how's this gonna go, huh? In the visual novel, it went surprisingly well because Sotoko came out as a badass. But I don't know. I don't know in the anime. Come on, Sotoko, show your willpower. I don't like this. We are a pro Sotoko channel. I do not approve. These are bad cringes. Cringing, but in a bad way. Oh, I definitely use that as a like a quiz thumbnail. Wants to Totoko, do it. Freaking camera shake. Jesus. This does look really good though. Oh my god. It's definitely more stabs than in the visual novel from what I remember. Satoka's about to pop off though. You ready? This was like I thought I was gonna cry, and then Satoto just made the best speech ever, and freaking transcends the fact that she's crying and not scowling at me on. I think that's a little different. I could be wrong. She does stop crying though, eventually. Can't. I can't with Xian, even though I really like that look. It's too much. Can make literally like at least like 25 thumbnails from my Itachi just of Xion, I feel. Make that a challenge. It's so good. The little Jesus Christ. A little less badass, but still fun. Good job, Satoto. They trying to show the image of Satoto and Satoshi transcending into heaven. She peeing? Did that happen in the visual novel? I guess they're just replacing that with Satoto transcending. It's a lot less happy for Satoto, but it is. It's pretty good. I like this scene. They did a good job, huh? You know, I mean, obviously, as a Satoto fan, it hurts, but it's a good scene. As you know, Maitachi is setting the bar high. Good quality. Here we go. Yeah. Going right into this. They don't talk about the canned stuff, right? I don't think they did. Yeah. Uh, that was a good scene. Still taking it in a bit. Though I just realized they did skip the phone call scene where Keiichi kind of reveals that he knows Yon or whatever fake identity stuff. So I guess they're just skipping this whole the whole idea where Shion wants to get revealed by Keiichi as a way of like losing this game and just ending her life. We can talk about it more in the ending, but it's kind of it. It is kind of important, but I don't know. We'll see how it flows without that. Head patting. He's trying. Do a barrage of head pats. Maybe that'll work. Keiichi always looking a little derpy. You get rocked. Injured. I wonder how they're gonna do the final scene too. It's kind of hard without inner dialogue. Already two Mion thumbnails just in that 10-second talk. Dude, I'm telling you. Or Shion, but so many thumbnail potentials. Not enough stuff to use them for it. There's a thumbnail we used before, I think. Licking the nail. Bro, his eyes are purple. What is that? It is a little weird without Beyond's inner thoughts, huh? Does take away from it a bit. I know they cut most inner thoughts, but like the whole moment for like a while in this arc is really like made into what it is with their thoughts. Even though they do all the violent stuff great, which is great. But it does lose a little bit of its identity. Actually, you saw the bad ending. The doll didn't matter. I mean, it mattered, but like, just do it. Again, this is a different vibe, huh? Without the inner thoughts, and maybe they're doing it on purpose. Just a weird vibe. I don't know how to feel about it. Different though. I guess I prefer it since they're skipping the thoughts. If they just do with this more, Beyond doesn't actually straddle that much. I mean, it fits more without the thoughts. Otherwise, it would be a little awkward, I imagine. That's a thumbnail. I mean, we have to use a dying Satoko to honor her, but there's some good ones. Dude, we're definitely. I'll show you my favorite Shion face after. There's a really good one during the Satoko torture scene. So weird. The teardrop stuff. Ah. Oh. Yep. Then why did you say Satoshi's down there? Maybe going in with the pressure. Still, maybe you could have prevented some of Shion's madness. So who knows? She was pretty done by that point. Reverse Uno. Look at those yellow eyes. Rip. Another fun fact. I mean, maybe you should just save the fun facts for the post and piece. It is a smart plan by Jan, I guess. Alright. Fun stuff. Why is she dressed up as Mion? I mean, I guess she was when he visited Keiichi. Human. Oh. You didn't even bring the doll. Oh yeah, you didn't do that in Watch Higurashi either. Bruh. The great vocal performance by Shion. So. Interesting. I forgot how it was exactly framed in the visual novel on how she fell. For some reason, that's a good thumbnail too, but I don't want to do that. Satoshi on the moon. I always envisioned her like jumping like dude just sending it like that. That's a nice impact though. Okay. I really do love her little speech in her journal, but that's a fun way to do it too. Okay. It's a good arc. Arguably the best adaptation so far. Maybe. I mean, we've had our problems here and there, but most of them have been pretty solid. Besides Himitsubushi, that I got like really gutted. But that was fun. It's gonna be a nice analysis. Then we're on to Sumi Horoboshi, which is gonna be the last arc of this season at least. So we'd have Mina Duroshi, Matsuri Bayashi, and some bonus stuff, I assume. We also have an OVA, at least since this is like from the DVD of season one. I guess the OVA came with that, so we'll watch one OVA too before starting the next season. Anyways, it's good stuff. You know? I mean, we got it. I was okay. Preview, concentrate. I don't get this poem, but that's okay. Venus. Rena! I mean, we kind of saw her dead corpse, but yo, it's everyone's favorite side female character, Rena. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed. We're gonna do a little analysis if you wanna stick around. If not, see you in Sumi Horoboshi. But if you're here, then let's talk about it. Like I said in the episode, just in case you just skip right to the analysis, a great arc. It might be the best anime adaptation of the art so far. But I'm not 100% sure. We'll leave that for later. So we start off with a phone call, the Rita phone call into which I do like the fact that she's cleaning the blood off herself while making the phone call. It's a nice little touch that wasn't in the visual novel, but made sense. Adds a little bit to it. Then we get investigating Rita's house again. We get the ladder scene again. Fun stuff. A little more Mion insight. A lot of crazy by Mion I mean. A lot of crazy Shion faces, like I said in the episode. There's just so much thumbnail potential in this art too. Like there's some great ones. I know we're skipping ahead, but my favorite one, I mean, like I said in the episode, we need to use like a Satoko thumbnail. It's just how it has to be. But like there's a really good one in when she was torturing Satoto. That was like, it looked so good. Maybe it's actually worth even saving for like, I don't know, for some. Hopefully I can find it. Kind of hard to find some. I guess I should just you know, just giving you the number if you're interested. Wait, no. Was that it? I think that was it. Oh yeah. 9 minutes and 16 seconds. That is such a great Shion face. That's so thumbnail potential, but I don't know. I'll find something else, but that is really good. Maybe I'll use that. Anyways, great facial expressions Shion as always. Really helps boost I mean in general the series does. At least I find a lot of entertainment from facial expressions, but especially in my Itachi is fun. But yeah, we have this. It's good, whatever, you know, got a little. We said a fun fact in the episode, but just in case you missed it, in the visual novel, they were serving miso soup. Anime, they're serving pork soup or whatever, something like that. Does it matter? Not really, but it's kind of funny. Then we start the Satoko stuff. That's also a really good frame too. Satoko and freaking spooky dead Kimiyoshi hanging. It's good. It's a good frame. It's 6 minutes and 5 seconds. By the way. But yeah, this was done pretty well. Felt a lot. It felt extremely violent. Maybe even like more violent than the visual novel, honestly. I feel like from what I remember from the visual novel, I know Shion stabs Satoko's arm and kind of like, you know, goes like, I don't remember like, I mean until the end, all the other stabs really, but it's fun. I mean, not fun for Satoko, but it's a great scene. I was getting some cringy shivers, which is kind of what you want from a scene like this, to be honest. I do want to say that one thing, I guess there are a couple things to be fair, that is a little different is Satoko's speech. I think that, I mean, obviously it's cut down. That's not what matters. But from like what I remembered in the visual novel, it's Satoto was like super like almost not stone faced, but like was trying to like not dead fish eyes, like looking seriously at Shion, just telling her off and showing like a lot of strength, which really caught me off guard in the visual novel. On the anime adaptation, see she's still dead fish eyes. I mean, obviously holding back tears doesn't make sense. You're literally being freaking stabbed, but she didn't look as strong. It was still good. Like she still told her off as best as she could, but yeah, that's like the main difference I thought. Like in the vision, I mean, maybe it's even more realistic in the anime, but in the visual novel, Satoto just went straight into being a badass and like just tanked it all until she ascended. They did skip that scene where it was freaking Satoto ascending into heaven with the Satoshi waiting. They kind of just replaced it with straight into the flashback where she realized, oh wait, I just killed Satoshi's little sister. Probably not gonna love me anymore, and she pisses herself. I don't remember that in the visual novel. It could have had. I assume that's piss. Yeah, it's just interesting, and this is where I guess it kind of the this is like the biggest criticism of a pretty like great anime adaptation. Which it's not exactly a bad thing, but I think that like I said in the reaction itself, it loses a lot of its that's not even meaning, but it loses a lot of flavor from because it kind of loses the whole subplot where Mion's like, because they skip the phone call where Keiichi's like, I know you're faking the phone calls or whatever, and then Shion's like, oh my god, I'm screwed, I'm taken over by a demon. But Keiichi seems like he's onto me. If Keiichi discovers who I really am or exposes me, then I won't kill Shion. I'll just stop or maybe kill herself. I don't remember the exact thing. She kind of plays this game where she's like aging on, or she's hoping that Ren or Keiichi catches something off guard. Um, and it kind of just loses that, and it's not too impactful during the interrogation scene, but during the whole Keiichi pleading to Shion is probably the most biggest part. Because then Shion's like, wait, your time limit's already up, but Keiichi's kind of popping off right now. She's like confused and more hesitating, and that's what saves Keiichi at the end of the day. And in the anime adaptation, which I kind of mentioned in watching Higurashi, I mean, they're staying consistent. Since they kind of, and maybe it's on purpose, because since they cut the thought stuff, it just looks like super sadistic and doesn't really care at all about Keiichi's pleas. Because in the vision novel, she's definitely struggling. But in this one, she looks like she's just having a fun time. She does like cry at one point, just for like a second. Just lets out her tears and goes back to sadistic mode. But that's just an interesting thing. I do think it's probably better in the visual novel in that aspect. Um, Going through Shion's thoughts. That's like again one of the big points of this scene probably. I won't say the whole visual novel, but or whole arc. But yeah, they go through that. That's a one criticism, though. Again, it doesn't really ruin the arc at all. Still thought it was pretty great. They go for killing Mion. Again, they never did mention the swap. I don't know if they will ever mention the swap in the anime, but as visual novel, should I even say that? Maybe I shouldn't even say that for anime viewers, because anime viewers might be watching this and don't know about a pretty like it's not that important to be honest to the whole story, but it is a weird and interesting fact. So I'm not even gonna say it, but you know what it is if you're a visual novel reader. What they skipped some big information about Shion, and they didn't even like yeah. I mean, they didn't even do the tattoo taught through Shion's perspective. So yeah, it's just been cut. Kind of a fun fact about the putting Mion down the hell pit is I believe in the visual novel Mion was actually like climbing down, and that's when Shion kind of cornered her with the taser. And this one she kind of just tases her and she falls off. And then it doesn't really matter, but just interesting. I thought it was done fine. Cursed brown dead fish-eyed sheep. Maybe that's he's super dead inside. But yeah, good stuff. The reveal that the grandmother definitely didn't do it unless you think Mion's line to save her life. Um, Good reveals, good information for theory crafters. That's just general. But anyways, Mion gets yeeted down the pit. Mion's going crazy in her bed. And then kind of weird that she's dressed up as Mion while in her apartment. But obviously she does look like Mion gets to Keiichi, so I don't really remember what happened. Does she like just dress up as Mion before she heads out? I think that's what happened in the visual novel, but yeah, she escapes. They do the scene with Keiichi. And then Keiichi doesn't actually bring the doll in this version. In the visual novel, both in Watanashi and Mayatashi, Keiichi actually brings the doll with him. And gets stabbed, which makes it extra sad. But yeah, that happens. And oh yeah, Shion falls off. The blessed dude 2134, freaking Satoshi, Moon Satoshi, the rarest Satoshi. Um, and she dies, and then it ends. They skip the whole journal thing where they do that really. There's a really good little monologue by Shion, which they skipped, which is a shame. But that I gotta say, them just ending with Shion going splat on the concrete, it does leave an impact. It is sudden and kind of fun. But yeah, they skipped that. They skipped the good world where Shion was imagining, where she and Satoto actually, well, she actually cared about Satoto and kept her promise, where she was acting like her bigger sister, eating squash together. Good stuff, but it was cut. And then it's fine. I was saying in the anime reaction, I don't exactly remember how Shion falls. I don't think it's like this in the visual novel. I didn't just a fun fact, this is a fine way for her to fall. I think in the visual novel, doesn't she like jump from building to building and then slips and then falls on like not all the way to the floor, falls on something else first, goes unconscious, then rolls over and falls again? I don't remember. Just interesting stuff. Uh, Good stuff. My Tashi, it's super fun. A super fun adaptation. I can definitely see I forgot someone told me this is probably the most famous anime adaptation. I can see why. Violence is done very well in the anime adaptation. I don't think anyone would argue against that. It's just a good time. But I think we'll wrap it up there. Next time, we'll be heading into Sumi Horoboshi. In I don't want to say infamously because I'm not famous enough, but it's definitely not my favorite arc, though it does make me like Rena a lot more, and probably the most relatable character on a personal level. I mean, I'm not saying I went through everything Rena went. I definitely have. I mean, definitely have been through like some divorce stuff, or it's an interesting arc. We'll just point out stuff once we get to it. But yeah, until then, that's it. Thanks for watching. Um, how much episodes do we have left? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Sumi, and then we have an OVA before the next. So yeah, we have about 2 weeks left. Okay, that's good. We won't be starting the next season right away. I'll put an update out. I kind of have a plan, which might Might not be everyone's favorite, but I kind of want to do. But I don't want to like put that dread in you just just yet. But yeah. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.